gonna fight him today? You win your fight. If he said, hey, Manny, I want to fight, you gonna fight?
Even here.
Oh, my goodness.
So they will want to see the fight. They want to see Floyd get beat. But are they going to fight?
I know they're going back and forth.
I don't know.
Getting a fighter ready for a Pacquiao is very complicated because Pacquiao he's so tense that he beats you mentally before he beats you physically.
Manny Pacquiao has reignited talks of a potential rematch with Floyd Mayweather by boldly declaring that he's not only ready to fight but also firmly believes he can defeat Floyd if given the chance. He emphasized that he's still physically fit and mentally sharp, prepared for a true sanctioned bout, not another flashy exhibition. Reflecting on their first encounter, Manny admitted to obsessively reviewing the fight in slow motion, analyzing every single punch he threw. From his perspective, he came to fight that night and truly believes he did enough to win. His confidence remains unwavering, and the buzz around a possible second showdown with Floyd continues to grow. Simultaneously, Mayweather is back in the media spotlight for a separate brewing feud with Roy Jones Jr., adding more heat to the boxing world's atmosphere.
This version of you beats the version of Floyd Mayweather that exists today?
If he comes out, then go sign the contract and we'll fight. Let's fight again if he wants. I'm active now. I don't pick my opponent. I don't, I fight him.
Pacquiao didn't hold back, saying outright that the current version of himself would beat the current version of Floyd Mayweather. His message was crystal clear: if Floyd is serious, then he should step up and sign the contract. Manny emphasized that he's not the type to cherry-pick opponents or avoid tough fights. He fights whoever is in front of him, no exceptions. In the middle of this resurgence of interest, Mike Tyson weighed in with his thoughts, saying that Mayweather would only take the fight if the financial payoff was massive. Tyson explained that Floyd no longer seeks challenges or greatness. Instead, he looks for high-paying, low-risk exhibitions. From Tyson's point of view, Floyd avoids anything that might expose him to real danger or jeopardize his spotless legacy.
Who you think will win and why? And what people want to see that fight now.
Well, listen, people are all going to hate on Floyd, so they will want to see the fight. They want to see Floyd get beat. But are they going to fight?
I know they're going back and forth.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't think they would matter. If he wants to make some money, Floyd want to make some money. If he wants to make some money, he could fight your guy.
When asked where Floyd Mayweather ranked among the toughest opponents he's ever faced, Manny Pacquiao gave a surprising answer. He said Floyd doesn't even make his top 5. Manny explained that Floyd's overly defensive style, focused on running and avoiding exchanges, failed to deliver the kind of fight fans expect. He criticized Mayweather's approach as dull and uninspiring, lacking the excitement that defines great boxing matches. Pacquiao, known for his relentless aggression and high-energy performances, values fighters who take risks and bring action to the ring. To him, Floyd's safety-first style diminished the experience and took away the potential for their bout to be remembered as a true classic.
Not Floyd Mayweather. Why isn't he in the top 5?
Floyd Mayweather, he's running the whole 12 rounds and he won the fight.
Manny, who are the top 5 fighters you ever fought, you think?
Barrera, Morales, Marquez, De La Hoya, Cotto, Margarito.
Why no Floyd Mayweather? Why not Floyd Mayweather? Why isn't he in the top 5?
Floyd Mayweather, he's running the whole 12 rounds and he won the fight. How is that? I mean, I feel sorry to the fans because the fight is boring. The fight is boring. Like, that's not the fans are expecting to us. I mean, as a fighter, if I'm a fan, of course I want to see a good fight, like changing fight, not a passion show.
Fueling the rivalry further, Floyd Mayweather recently stirred controversy by publicly trolling Manny Pacquiao. He was seen laughing while watching footage of Manny's past knockout loss, and fans interpreted this act as a direct jab. Although Mayweather has a history of psychological tactics and mind games, this move seemed particularly calculated. It wasn't just for laughs, it carried an undercurrent of disrespect.
This trolling didn't go unnoticed, and it quickly sparked reactions online, reigniting the old tension between the two legends. Floyd's actions suggested that even now, he enjoys stirring the pot and keeping Manny in the spotlight, but always for reasons that tilt the narrative in his favor.
Sal of life. Every night Sal would call me. We would chat and he would read me the Bible. Sal's main concern always was whether he was going to go to heaven or not. He said,
Pacquiao later made it crystal clear, if there's going to be a rematch with Floyd, it must be a real, official, sanctioned fight. He's not interested in another exhibition where punches are pulled and outcomes don't matter. Manny emphasized that boxing is not a circus act, it's a sport built on pride, honor, and legacy. He believes fans deserve a legitimate contest, one with genuine consequences and historical weight. To Pacquiao, another bout between him and Floyd should be about more than money. It should be about settling unfinished business and giving the world a battle that means something, not just another staged show for a quick paycheck.
Just talks and rumors all the time about potentially Manny Pacquiao and the Mayweather II. Was there any truth to that, or is that still kind of up in the air or maybe potentially happen?
It's up to him. If he come out to retirement, we'll have a Mayweather Pacquiao II.
Would you do an exhibition with him, or would you potentially entertain an exhibition with someone like maybe a Conor McGregor?
No, I don't like exhibition. If Mayweather is my opponent, I don't like exhibition. Like, I want a fight. Like, there's a...
In stark contrast, Floyd Mayweather has seemingly distanced himself from serious competition. Since his official retirement, Floyd has focused entirely on exhibition matches, often squaring off against YouTubers, influencers, or lesser-known fighters in money-driven spectacles. From Floyd's point of view, he's already conquered the sport. Undefeated and financially successful, he feels there's no reason to risk that status. Unless a rematch with Manny fits perfectly into his financial terms and physical comfort zone, it's unlikely to ever happen. Floyd's avoidance of true danger and unwillingness to face top-tier opposition has led many to believe that a meaningful second fight with Pacquiao may never materialize.
Manny Pacquiao just recently fought for a belt at 46 years old. He's also been calling out Floyd Mayweather to another fight. Floyd hasn't actually fought since 2017, and that was against Conor McGregor. The closest he's done is exhibition fights for easy money. Floyd has so much.
Boxing legend Roy Jones Jr. also offered his perspective, drawing a clear line between Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather. According to Roy, as fighters age, they must rely even more on movement, footwork, and sharp discipline. He praised Manny for continuing to train like a true professional, staying active, and retaining his athletic edge. Roy pointed out that while Floyd is driven by guaranteed payouts and safe bouts, Manny still seeks meaningful victories and titles. Roy admired Manny's desire to stay competitive and chase glory, arguing that it sets him apart from Floyd, who is now focused solely on protecting his brand and ensuring financial gain without physical risk.
So, Bully, another one. It's the ring champs, and we're sitting down with our guy, your favorite fighter's favorite fighter, Mr. Roy Jones.
What's happening, my brother? How y'all doing?
Good, man. Lot to talk about, a lot going on in the sport. I want to get right into the Pac-Man, right? The legend, the Hall of Famer now. You share that title with him. 46 years old. If anybody can be this age and upset, you know, a guy like Barrios, a younger guy, is it Manny? Could it be Manny?
It's definitely Manny, and the reason being is because Manny is never stationary. Manny is always on the move, you understand me? What has happened in boxing is a lot of people have lost the art of footwork. You understand me? Not many people have footwork. So if you see a guy go out and box like you'll never see in today's time too often, a guy go out and box like Sugar Ray Leonard boxed Marvin Hagler. He moved around, he fought when it was time, he moved when it was time. He understood how to use the whole ring to get a victory. Now guys don't do that. Pac-Man, fortunately, is one of those guys who knows how to use the ring. So he don't stand in just one place and fight. With that being said, if his legs can hold up for 12 rounds, easy guy to do it.
So I'm glad you said that, because I understand William Skull, when he fought Canelo, that was bad. That was too much movement.
That's too much movement.
Now, that was bad. It was worse than when it was Lara and Canelo. That was just horrible. But now that people are saying this no running thing, no other fighter be running. No, fighters not running, they're moving.
So how do you feel about when people call that run?
Some fighters run.
Skull
He's
was
not the only runner.
Skull was bad. No, but not like that, bro.
So
that was horrible.
So the way I feel about that is like this. Even though you run, at some point you gotta make a stand. You can't run from me all night and say you beat me. You understand where I'm coming from? So it's like there's running, but like even
after Manny Pacquiao's recent bout against Mario Barrios ended in a draw, it triggered a wave of speculation and renewed interest in his future. Even though the result wasn't a win, Manny's performance proved he still had the energy and skill to compete at the highest level. Many fans and analysts now wonder if he will pursue another title, aim for a blockbuster rematch with Floyd, or take on a hungry, younger opponent to make a powerful statement.
With no official announcements yet, the boxing world is buzzing, eagerly awaiting Pacquiao's next move. Whatever he chooses, it's clear he remains a major player in the sport.
Boxing Dr. News Fight fans, get ready for some spicy boxing tea. Manny Pacquiao just dropped his list of top opponents, and guess who's missing? Floyd Mayweather. Pac-Man's reason? Fans don't pay for a fashion show, they want action. Ouch! He called their 2015 fight a boring 12-round run. Manny's keeping it real, saying, fans deserve excitement, not just defensive skills. But here's the twist, there's talk of a rematch. First, Pacquiao's got to prove he's still got it against Mario Barrios next month. He's promising speed and fireworks. Will Pac-Man deliver? Or will Mayweather clap back? The boxing world is buzzing. Stay tuned for more drama in and
Respected boxing analyst Max Kellerman also weighed in with immense admiration for Pacquiao's extraordinary career. He highlighted that Manny remains the only fighter in history to win world titles in 8 separate weight divisions, a feat that might never be repeated. Starting his career at a tiny weight and managing to climb through the divisions to beat elite opponents in much heavier classes is, in Max's opinion, what elevates Pacquiao above the rest. While Floyd's undefeated record is undeniably impressive, Max argued that Manny's achievements carry more historical impact and difficulty, putting him on an entirely different level in the boxing pantheon.
You got a lot of slack for saying Manny Pacquiao is a better pound-for-pound fighter than Floyd Mayweather. I actually disagreed with you.
Pacquiao wasn't able to make flyweight. He was a flyweight who won the lineal championship. So if that's not the most, or one of the 2 or 3 most impressive things in the history of boxing, the fact that he could move up, give me an example of another flyweight who was the lineal champion, moved up, won a bunch of titles in between, and then was that good as a welterweight. Pacquiao won lineal titles, indisputable, that's the man who beat the man, or else putting belts together. No one had ever done it before, ever. A lot of great flyweights. No one ever did that. No one ever came close to dreaming about doing that, and then Pacquiao did it. So the fact that Pacquiao is even competitive with Floyd Mayweather, who's one of the greatest pure boxers ever, I really don't have a horse in the race. I always thought Mayweather was going to beat Pacquiao. I never thought Pacquiao was going to beat him.
Prior to the Barrios fight, speculation was growing that Manny would set his sights on Floyd Mayweather for one final mega rematch, especially if he could claim another world title. However, the draw altered that narrative slightly, shifting the discussion toward more realistic possibilities. One of the names now being floated is Rolando "Rolly" Romero. Although nothing is confirmed, fans are intrigued by the prospect of Manny taking on a younger, brash fighter who could generate both drama and competition. Until there's a formal announcement, everyone remains in suspense, wondering whether Manny will go the legacy route or take a bold risk against an emerging star.
Manny would be competitive with any of those people, and I think Romero, who is less of a boxer than this guy that Manny just fought, would be ideal for Manny, and I give Manny a good chance to win against Romero.
Veteran promoter Bob Arum also joined the conversation, offering his take on the Rolly-Romero rumors. Arum was blunt, he doesn't believe Rolly is as technically skilled or experienced as Mario Barrios. In fact, he sees Rolly as a more beatable opponent for Manny. According to Arum, Pacquiao's chances of dominating that fight are high, primarily because of his unmatched experience, tactical skill set, and relentless pressure. Arum elaborated that what makes Manny so dangerous is not just his speed or footwork, but his ability to mentally dismantle his opponents before physically overwhelming them. He believes Romero wouldn't be prepared for the mental and technical warfare Pacquiao brings.
Long time. How does Inoue compare to Pacquiao when you prepare for him?
You know what? He's more of a basic fighter than Pacquiao. I mean, Inoue is just a right there fighter. He's in front of you. And Pacquiao, you know what? The difference between him and Pacquiao is it's a lot, because getting a fighter ready for a Pacquiao is very complicated, because Pacquiao he's so tense that he beats you mentally before he beats you physically. And Inoue is right there. He comes to fight. Pacquiao was a fighter that drains you because you don't know when he's gonna come in and when he's not. I remember when he fought Bradley in the third round, second fight or first fight, he was tired. And I told him it's not the physical, it's the mental, because Pacquiao is always keeping you on your toes, you know? And that's the difference. Pacquiao was very elusive, and he drained you mentally before he beat you physically.
And Joel, last one for me, man. You played a big role when Bivol upset Canelo. You helped out in that camp.
You know what? When he came to me, I had already trained a Turkish guy, Abdi Yildirim, for him. I know Canelo. I'm Mexican. You know, I was in my career. You know, growing up as a Mexican fighter, I know the goods and bads of a Mexican fighter, and I know Canelo, and I knew Canelo's weaknesses and how you can frustrate him. When you frustrate Canelo, you beat him. You frustrate him first. When they came to me and said, "Okay, we're gonna train Canelo, train Bivol, and we want you to be part of the team. Let's go part of the plan. What does he need?" And we started putting things together in the gym. You know, we started working on it. And one of the main keys was keep jabbing him, keep jabbing him, keep jabbing him. Don't stop jabbing. That's what Canelo always tries to hit you in the arm to wear you down. And if you watch the fight, I had a bag of ice all the time on his arm for the whole fight. In the second round, I know facial expressions. When Canelo was trying to get in and he couldn't get in his stride and coming back, and he started making different, I said, you know what, he's frustrated. Keep jabbing him, keep him away. There was a point where they wanted to send Canelo Bivol to knock.
Arum further broke down Pacquiao's style, emphasizing how Manny uses his ring IQ, timing, and movement to gradually frustrate and exhaust his opponents. By the time his adversaries begin to feel the physical fatigue, their mental strength has already been broken. This combination of psychological pressure and physical output has helped Manny defeat opponents who were younger, taller, and stronger. It's not just about athleticism, it's about strategy. According to multiple sources close to the Pacquiao camp, he is now eyeing a return to the ring in either November or December. Reports indicate that he's feeling physically renewed, training hard, and determined to make one final, meaningful appearance, whether it's a title fight, a legacy-defining bout, or a farewell performance.
You know, there was a few things that I noticed. Like, I felt like at times, and maybe this will get better now that he's, you know, doing he said that he's going to come back, that he's eyeing maybe October, November of this year to come back again in another fight. He's more consistent. I know when you're older, it's like the old saying, like, you got to use it so you don't lose it, you know? He did seem off balance at times when he was throwing his punches. It was something that, like, hey, Manny usually isn't as off balance as he was. From a pure trainer's perspective, Abel, what did you see there that made you think, like, oh, he doesn't look like the same Manny from 4 years ago, from 8 years ago?
It was like in the past when he was in his, I'm not gonna say his prime, but he was in his better state. It was like maybe he just came into camp. That's the Manny that I saw. Maybe he just came into camp. It's the first week in camp. It's the first sparring session, and that's what he looked like in the fight. You know, I'm sure as camp goes on, second and third and fourth and fifth and sixth week, Freddie's gonna get him sharper. Freddie's gonna get him faster. Freddie's gonna do all the things that are necessary to get him pinpoint sharp. This time it was like he just came into camp. That's what the fight looked like to me. And it's not only Manny, it's every fighter. It's all my fighters. It's all, I'm sure, Freddie's fighters. It's everybody's fighters. When they first come to camp, that's why they're in camp for 6 to 7, 8 weeks, because it gets better and better and better, and hopefully you peak at the right time. So this looked like maybe the second week in camp.
He had 2 months, but yeah, he had not had a serious camp.
6 years.
Yeah.
And 2 months is not enough for 6 years of really.
Oh, 4 years.
Or 4 years being away from Freddie. Yeah, he can do that things at home, but it's not the rigors that Freddie's going to put you through in the gym.
It just amazes me that he's one, he still wants to do this at 46. You'd think like he's had like 70 fights. Like you would think like, hey, you know what? I'm almost, 50 years old, 4 years away, even though that's still a long time. Like, I don't need to take punches like this anymore. Like, I've accomplished so much.
That's all for today's deep dive into the ongoing saga surrounding Manny Pacquiao and the potential rematch with Floyd Mayweather. The tension, the legacy, and the uncertainty are keeping boxing fans on the edge of their seats. Stay tuned for updates as this story continues to unfold.